you crying? Han Meditations. Hey guys, I am Han. This is my wife Kelly. We have our resident pagan guest Jazzle with us here today to react to more videos. We're trying to expand. We're trying to show as many people we can about Islam and teach people. So I'd greatly appreciate if you guys just hit that subscribe button, like, and comment. That would mean the world to us. So let's get into the video.
Don't mind us if you see us on our phones or writing down. We are taking notes to obtain the information of the video so we can discuss it as best we can after.
Awesome. So let's get into it.
You know, something must be wrong when almost every single song has sex as its basis. When rap stars get famous after making lyrics that are shameless. When a woman is expected to sleep with a man who doesn't even know what her name is. And when artists are paid to degrade the very women that have made them. To the point they are nothing more than pieces of plastic that we can dispose of once they are no longer attractive. It's sickening and sadistic that this world's become so misogynistic. And you can call me unrealistic, but just listen to the statistics. 7 in 10 men view porn while over 75 million are addicted. 68 million requests a day for pornographic pictures, making 1 in 4 searches sexually related. It's like nobody even knew she existed until she got naked, degraded and abused over and over again just to gain millions of views. It's a shame we've subdued to a definition of beauty which is so misconstrued, as we judge each other's looks off of Facebook likes, Instagram pictures to filter off what we really look like. See, we are so obsessed with our outside, we have slowly lost sight of who we really are in real life. I mean, it's sad to see so many teens lose their self-esteem. Looking at these magazines thinking they have to look like what they see. Please, you are worth much more than a 2D image on a screen. You are a living, breathing human being. If only you knew what you really mean. Just look into your history books and begin to read of all the girls in the world who were capable to achieve, and you will surely see with certainty females like Fatima al-Fihri, who opened the first ever university, Rufaida al-Islamiyya, the first nurse to perform surgery, and Aisha bint Abi Bakr, the greatest female scholar in eternity. It's a shame you probably haven't even heard of these great female prodigies. Honestly, we don't need to give up our modesty in order to be successful. For you are worth much more than a commodity that is sexual. You have so much more potential if only you knew your worth. You could be like the greatest of all women to have walked this earth, like Mary, the mother of Jesus, chosen by Allah to be an example for the believers, a woman who stood strong even when she was abused, falsely accused and ridiculed for things she'd never ever do, so it didn't really matter when there was nobody else beside her, for she knew that God was Ar-Razzaq and her ultimate provider, and she had a trust in Him alone. Just like Asiya, the wife of Fir'aun, a woman who was brave and courageous, stood up for what was right and didn't let anybody change this. A woman who was fearless and laughed in the face of death, for she gave up the riches of this life for a palace in the next. Next up, Khadija, the mother of the believers, a wealthy merchant who had nurtured the Prophet for over 25 years, his first wife, the love of his life, and the mother of his kids. She was the first to believe in him when nobody else ever did. She just is, beyond any words that can make you understand. So much so that even Allah sent her His salam. She was grand and Allah assured her, just like her daughter, Fatima, the master of all women in paradise, a woman who would shine so bright she was nicknamed as Zahra, the splendid one with the most generous of hearts, a woman who gave up so much of her food she had no choice but to fast. She would fight on behalf of her father even as a little girl. And such are the examples of the greatest woman in the entire world. and it had nothing to do with how they looked, but for who they truly were. So ignore the standard of success defined by society, when God has said that the best of mankind are those who have piety, regardless of your shape, your color, or your race. For God does not look at your bodies, nor does he look at your face. Rather, he looks towards your heart and checks your faith. So at the end of the day, it doesn't matter what the people say or who they think you are, when you could be like the greatest of all women in the eyes of Allah. The greatest woman.
Whoa. See, a lot of people have very misunderstood conceptions of what Islam is and their view on women. What did you think about? Are you crying?
Yeah.
You're crying from
crying.
that?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. That's beautiful.
Yeah.
That's beautiful. Just tell me what made you emotional about that.
I mean, like, to hear a man, number one, speak about women in a positive way. It's so rare for men nowadays to write beautiful things about women that isn't objectifying them, you know? And we really have to hold ourselves to these standards, like, that we can't even lift ourselves up to. All you see is, like, on magazines and, like, online, you know, people getting plastic surgery. And, like, the only way a little girl who's never going to grow up to look like that, she feels like she has to do all these things to achieve those things, like sell her body online and whatever, you know, to get a BBL or to blow her lips up, because she'll never look like what she's supposed to be. But really, like, you don't have to look like that. It's really about what's in your heart and doing what's right, having dignity. And, you know. Wow,
that's so beautifully said, because he was saying that in there that basically it's not about what you look like, it's about what's on the inside.
Yeah.
And he was saying how, you know, a lot of people they're like sleeping with women without even knowing their names. That's what is expected of women. And he said you don't need to give up your modesty to be successful.
Right.
Which is what he was trying to tell people. And that is something that's so beautiful to me, because I know that Kelly in particular, obviously both you guys are beautiful women. And you guys are both natural as well. So, and that's one of Kelly's big things, is she wants to be natural and she wants to be an example for women, that they don't have to get fake lips or, you know, whatever they're doing, changing their face, changing their body. You can just be a natural, beautiful woman, and you don't need any of that.
Yeah, I mean, I take, like, representing and teaching children very, very seriously, because that's our future, and children are innocent and their mind is so open and can be influenced. So even my personal decisions in life, you know, I'm actually thinking about society. I'm thinking about children, little girls. So you know, when you're thinking about yourself, sure, who wouldn't look better with a little bit of a poutier lip, or, you know, oh, you know, make sure I don't get wrinkles, start getting Botox now, preventative, da. But to me, what it represents more to be someone who doesn't feel the need to do those things, you know, it speaks so much more and can actually help influence young girls for the better, you know, because if you believe that it's not really good for society, but you're doing it anyway, well, what does that mean? You're not really trying to represent anything. Right. And even as far as clothes, I mean, over the past few years, as I've grown more into a woman, I like to dress a little bit more modestly, you know, conservatively, not showing as much skin, because again, it actually does make me feel better. But again, I want to be representing what I believe in, that little girls shouldn't feel the need that they have to look like this and do that and become a sexual object just to feel worthy, you know, as a woman. Yeah. So I definitely agree. And if you notice, like, all the women he mentioned, they were all very amazing women because of their acts had nothing to do with themselves. You know, they were doing things for other people, you know, whether it was the first nurse for surgery. It's remarkable because she was able to give someone else surgery. The first library created, you know, Mother Mary, you know, she was a mother. So, which is a very important role. A very important role.
Right.
I'd hope Mother Mary is a mother. Yeah. But yeah, Kelly, because that goes back to what I say a lot is leading by example. You have to be the example. If you're the example, a lot of times that's all people need to see. People think they have to go out and start a YouTube channel like us to spread the word of God. Yeah, it can help. It can definitely help. If you feel called to do it, do it. Right. But you don't have to do it. You just have to be your authentic self and your original self, and bringing that back. Other people will see that. They'll notice that. I'm telling you, people will notice you being yourself. You're confident. You believe it. You stand on your business. You say you're going to do something, you do it. You go out, you do this. You show people what it's like to be a good Christian, a good Muslim, a good pagan, whatever you are. You show people that, and then you can change people's opinion. But that's what we're trying to do on this channel. We're trying to bring people together so that they can basically see more about Islam, because a lot of people have a different perception of it. We want to spread it as much as possible so people can see and make their own choice and their own decision about what they want to do. And is this something that aligns with their belief system? So you really liked the video right there?
It was beautiful. It was very beautiful.
We truly appreciate your reaction and your time. Thank you. And guys, it takes a lot of effort to bring people like Jazzle in here. So we appreciate if you guys just subscribe, like the video, and comment. Be nice, of course. And if you guys do want to donate, you can donate. The link is in the description. And we appreciate every single person that's been donating to the channel. Every single penny counts, guys. Thank you so much. You mean so much to us. You mean the world to us. It just shows us how much you guys care and appreciate this. And it makes us want to even work harder just for you. So we're going to keep dropping videos every single day just for you guys, because we love you all. So thank you so much for being here, and we'll see you in the next video.